V6 24 valve engine. I'm making this video because there's some conflicting information on the internet about the oil pressure sending unit. And on this car, the oil pressure sending unit is right next to the oil filter in front of the engine, or front as the car sits. I had to remove the oil filter to get to this sensor, and also I had to remove the oil level dipstick in order to reach my hand up in there and get to the sensor. Now that right there is the plug that plugs into the sensor. Oh man, if I could get, okay, it's got a little yellow connector inside it. There we go. I had to turn the sensor with the connection on it in order to get to the little button you have to press to get the connector off. It's really tight up in here. If your engine is hot, you're going to get your hand burnt, as I did. Let's see. But that right there is where the oil dipstick goes into the engine. I had to undo a bolt up top, which really holds it in, and it pulled right out to get me clearance for the sending unit. Now, I'll see if I can get my hand up in there. Okay, this is the sensor that was in the car, factory sensor. Nothing special about it. This is the new sensor I got at O'Reilly's. That is the number S4221, Borg Warner. Made in Taiwan, okay. Okay, if your hands are small, or if you're living right, or whatever, you can see there's just enough room to get your hand up in there and feed it back in by hand and remove it by hand. I discovered about the only way to get to it with a wrench is to get a crescent in there, turn it just a few notches at a time. Unfortunately, I can't film it and show it very well, but you get the idea. After you get everything out of the way, the oil filter, the dipstick tube, all that good stuff. Okay, there's the oil pressure sensor back in place. When you're taking this off, you're going to have to rotate the sensor so you can reach the connector. Press that little button on top and get it to release. Then you can pull it off, rotate it any way you need to, all that good stuff. Okay, this is a 13/16 socket. It does fit the sensor. But chances are you're not going to get that. There's not room to get all this up inside. I tried. Okay, here's the dipstick tube I had to remove. There's just a little bolt here, stud bolt, whatever you want to call it, that's holding that in. I was able to Okay, I was able to remove that bolt with a 1/2 inch box end wrench like that. Okay, now I'm ready to put the dipstick tube back in the block. I'm just going to fish it down there for now. Probably going to have to look underneath, get it lined up. Okay, I'm realigning the dipstick tube. There's a little boss right there. Got to go back into, and if I can keep it in focus. Okay, I got the dipstick tube fully seated into the oil pan. Just need to get this bolt in. Going into the side of the head. Okay, got it going in. Okay, can't film it, it's just too tight. Just keep moving it in by hand. Threading it in. 3 long threads on it. Go ahead and tighten it up. 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch wrench. Locks in this case. A little bit tricky to get on there. Alright, go ahead and put the dipstick back in. Alright, I'm going to put the oil filter back on. Alright, got the oil filter back on. Next thing is to crank it up and check for leaks. Okay, crank it up. Check for leaks. No leaks. Put it on a little bit and see if we have an oil pressure warning light coming on. Okay, so far I'm not getting an oil pressure warning light. I'm going to drive it a little bit and see if that fixed the problem. Was not getting any engine noise, lifter noise, rod noise. Engine is completely silent, runs great.